Hello, welcome again. My name is Osatwame Patrick Aigbogu, and today we are just also going to talk about Terraform, and we're going to do a simple Terraform task, just a simple one. And so we are going to. I will always recommend for we to have a good class. I will just run through the site where you download your application. So let's go to our browser. So if you go here, just type VSC code, VSC code. You see there, download VSC code and download this. Download for if you use Windows, download for Windows. If you use MacBook, download for MacBook. Just come here and download and install. It's simple to install. If it's Windows, you just click here and download. I already have it, so I don't need to download it. Then for your Terraform, you come here, just go to terraform.io. Then click download CLI, command line interface. You just click here and download it. This is for cloud. They have a cloud platform where you don't need to keep your files in your local system. You keep it in their remote system, in their cloud infrastructure. So we won't be talking about this now. This is where we are. So you just come here and download it. After downloading, you will install. Sometimes you need to create a path, an absolute path to it. It's necessary. But after you download this tool, most times after downloading this tool, the next thing you do, you come to your VSC code that has been downloaded. You come here and go to this place. You go to this place, you see extension. Go to this extension and you download you just put your extension here, just type Terraform extension. I should cover this one and just download it. I already have it downloaded and installed. So when you are done with that, that's all. You are good to go. Okay, you are good to go. Now, so a VSC code is a text editing IDE. What you use it for? You use it for regular writing of your program. It's just like a normal Microsoft Office Word, like normal application. Just that the difference between the normal Microsoft Office, like an application, and this is that whenever you want to write a code, are you getting me? You just come here and create a file, like normal, the way you create your normal Microsoft Office Word file. Maybe you just create a file, create a folder. Okay, let's assume that, okay, I'm using, okay, these are folders. It's a normal, like open file, open new file, the way we do it now. So for example, now I want to create, I can create a folder. You can come here, this is a folder. You create a folder, you title it, let's say cloud enthusiast. Then this is a folder. Then you can create your file too. How do you know if your Terraform is working? You just type Terraform. Sometimes just ordinary Terraform that you type. Terraform, it will tell you the version and everything. Or just say Terraform version. Okay, if you can get this line, your version of Terraform is out of date. Let's say, okay. If you can get a line that I have this Terraform 1.0.1, it shows that there's a Terraform already installed in my system. You understand me? So I can, it's telling me I need to update. No, that would be another thing on that class. I can do that of like, and get the latest version and install. But that is not the question here now. Plan here is that just type Terraform version. If you see this version here, version 3.47, it shows that there's a Terraform in your system. So that is that, then you are good to go. So a Terraform file is .tf. So whenever you are creating a file, you title it, let's say cloud. Let's title this one cloud underscore ec2's. So what does that mean? .tf ec2 .tf. That's the extension. So automatically you see it has changed to Terraform file. So when I when I go to this front.tf, you can see it's already a Terraform file. Let me clear this so that we can. I think I should increase the. I should increase the size small so that everybody can see. Appearance. Think zoom in. Okay, say appearance to zoom in. I should appearance to zoom in, control plus minus. Okay. Control this. So if I do this, I'm zooming so everybody can see what we are doing, what we are typing. So this is my environment. This is where I write my code. This is where I run my code. That's why I love VSC. It's not compulsory to use VSC code. It's not compulsory to use this. You can just copy your code and put it in a normal notepad. If you put it in a normal notepad, say for example, this is a notepad. You can use this notepad. Just that whenever you are saving it, you save it as .tf. So you can write your code here and run it to still run. But most times I always recommend you use a VSC. So to know where I am now, say I'm at program. Meanwhile, the file we created is not in program. Is check the folder. The file is in cloud.ec2 under training. And okay, so what we'll do, let's go to training. Training is back. Let's see the dots, go back. So we're already in training. So fine, I'm going to create a class where we'll learn a basic Linux code, how to go in, how to go out of file. We're going to create a class. That's why this class is basically for students that really want to go in depth. You understand me? So it's easy. It's not hard. It's easy. Everybody can do it. So let's use the file we've already created. ls, you see the file is already here. These are the file we just created just now is okay, it's not over here. Okay, let's look for the file. Okay, there's a folder called Cloud Enthusiast inside this training. So go to the folder. Where's the folder? Okay. Terraform provider. Oh, we created it in the wrong place. Let's put it. Let's move it. Okay. So it's here now. Terraform enthusiast. Then going inside. Then let's specify inside. File enthusiast. So that's the file. So it's CD to go inside the file and CD dot dot to come out of it. So now we're already here. So to create a file, I already have a simple file already created before. First of all, these are the formats. It's simple. If you know the kind of provider that, who is a provider? Provider is the um, is the cloud, public cloud that you are using, that you want to use the credentials. Understand me? Like the IaaS, infrastructure as a service, the public cloud you want to use for your credentials. So to get that, you already know if we are using AWS. So just come here, just type AWS provider, AWS Terraform. Come here, this is the second one. No, not there. Just come here. So not browse product now, just as simple as this. Just go to Terraform AWS provider Terraform. Automatically you see it here. Just copy here. Just copy from here. Copy and paste. So what is it trying to say? You're saying that Terraform should use the latest version 3.0. Then it should use the provider you are using, said it's AWS, and it should be in US East 1. So it will now ask you for code. This way you now put your access code. The access code. Just from your provider to see. Control V. Region, we have one region. Let's use, cannot use two regions at the same time. So you go to your AWS, create a user, copy the access code, and I put it. Yeah, so let's go to our AWS console. So our console, so I can come here and create a user. You log in as a root user. Go to IAM service. Remember we're creating it last time. We talked about how you can, when we're creating it last time, our user, we talked about creating user now, so it's easy. Since this, I think it has a me right, and create a user, let's call it cloud ec2 cloud ec2. Then say okay, should have programmable. I think this thing has right. Don't want to waste those time. Let's call it Patrick. I'm sure you see it. It's Patrick. It's not a standard. Let's say Patrick at 1, 2, 3. Okay. Permission. Okay. Assuming we are saving it, adding it to existing group. I'll say name training. There's no permission because why is it say no permission? Because this IAM user does not have the right to create a group to add to any group. That's why it's giving us this issue. Normally, if you want to create, okay, it has the right to just go to add it to this base. Okay. Okay, then let's see. So this user, this is the access code. Just download this. Download because you need to download it because immediately you open this the first time, you will not be able to open it again because just once. So you come to here and copy the access key, put it here, and the secret key. And you open the secret key, show secret key, copy, Ctrl C, then paste here. So if you have done, that's all. If you have done this, you have successfully configured your AWS. You will successfully configure your AWS. So provider. So is this simple? There's nothing more. So the next thing you now do is okay, what do you want to do? You want to launch resources. Okay, which resources do you want to do? Let's do a simple one. I think there's one I was just playing with for the class. Okay, I titled it no test. Titled it intro. Okay, let's play with this. It's a simple. It's a simple AWS resource launch. Just copy here. Ctrl C. Here's our file, cloud users. Just paste here. And close it. You can see this is open. If I press here now, you see to lock the whole block. So this is a block. So that is how it operates with block from blocks. And this is another block. Okay, this is a provider block. So this is a provider block. If I click here now, you see. So that it will look neat. Good. This is for the version of the Terraform. It talks about the provider. This talk about the resources we are launching. So every resources you launch, we have a block. So you see this, you see this, you see this. So that's just it. So with all these things now, I have my resources that I want to launch, which is ec2. You understand me? This configuration is likened to you going to your ec2, your regular you going to your regular resources, and you just click ec2 here. Just click ec2 without say okay launch ec2. It's the same thing, just like you say launch. Okay, you just come here, you say launch, like launch ec2. When you say launch ec2, what will happen is you say automatically it will just be giving you default. So as you be clicking default, 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 just be clicking like this. Then you tell you, okay, which AMI do you want to use? This is the type. Okay, you need this to type. Go to instance. Okay, I need, like, you see what I put? I put 4. You just put 4 here. Then you see the VPC. Everything will be on default, 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 default. Let's go to hard storage. Understand? Like you had in default storage, which is 8. Then you just go there and say security group. You just use your default security group. Just use your default security group. Just your default security group. I'll say create existing security group. Create new one. Or just use default. Just pick one. Just use this default security group. So the launch. Ask you which key do you want to use. You say I'm using. Okay. So I'm using this key. Rera. Acknowledge. Then you launch. So as simple as this. As simple as this. What happened? See, you have launched 4 instances at the same time. If you go to the instance dashboard, see that 4 already exist. Now I already have some instances running. So we just added 4 extra instances to it. So you will see the 4 instances here. So I already have 4 running before, so I just launched extra 4. This is the 4 that I just launched. This is the 4 that was existing. So exactly as simple as this. You see the time it took us to launch this, the time it took us to create all these things. So we want to delete them. We're just trying. Okay, let's delete. You come here, you say terminate. Yes. Automatically terminate all of them for your resources. So as simple as you doing this. So just so I want us to take note of this place. There's no instances running now, but we've terminated all of them. So now let's go to our Terraform. Okay, I'm saying use AWS Terraform, use an EMI. I've copied the EMI from the system. I've copied and put a target AWS resources, my first server. AMI, T2, macro, rara. Like I did not want to, I can define the subnet, but I'm saying using it, so use everything, use the default subnet, use default security group, use default everything. So well, as simple as this, what I will first of all do, I will say Terraform init. Initiate. I do this to create, it will look for, we'll go to the server and copy everything that it will take for this code to run. You go to AWS, copy all the CLI code, you go to everywhere, could not retrieve the last available version of the provider HCOP, could not connect to, because what it's saying is that my network, okay. So it's saying this version I'm asking for. This version I'm asking for is not giving us. So I can decide to, we are even having a higher version. So I'm asking for, give me, way to give me smaller version. Let me remove this version. Let me, it will still work after all. The provider is there. So it will still work. So find the latest version. So it will install. See, I'm talking about 3.0. We have a latest of 3.47. So it's like telling the system to go back. So it will install everything. It means, and after installing, and there are some basic code that you should know in Terraform. Basic codes. I'll post it here. Okay, I think I have it on my system. I have it should be used to it. You should master those. No, it's there are not many, so not many. Not many. Terraform, apply Terraform. These are the major code. Terraform initiate, Terraform apply, Terraform plan, Terraform destroy, Terraform reset. So these are the major code, the major for Terraform. The way other ones are optional, but they play a more important role. The more we work on it, the more you know why you should use either of them. Like get, mostly is to get from remote to copy, like in Paul, I log in, I log out, like output. So all those things we are going to be using them, but these are the major code. So let's see if it's as prepared. So if you look at when we're creating this place, we're just having just one to install HashiCorp AWS version 3.0 to install everything it takes for this thing to be initiated. So it may take some time, but just be patient. Let me pause. I'll come back when it has finished. So I won't waste, I won't keep you. So you can see it has finished installing everything it takes. You say if you are ever set to change this and you have forget any changes require what Terraform command should now work. So what I would do is just to plan. How do you plan? You plan because by building a house, you have to look at the plan. You have to tell the system to check all your files to see if everything is correct. So when I say Terraform plan, it will run through my code and see if there's an error. Then it will also tell me what is going to happen at my infrastructure side. So you see, it's telling me that four items will be created, no changes and nothing to destroy. So if I say Terraform apply, it's not telling me I should go ahead and apply. So I can just come here, copy, Control C. Let's type here, apply. It will also read through all the system and tell me what is going to happen, and it's telling me, okay, do I want to go ahead? Four things. I say yes. So if I say yes, I've given it opportunity. So it's creating. Now it's telling me there's something, there's an issue. What is the issue? Yeah. Okay. So the image is invalid. And image is invalid. So this I think the IAM I created was it for the IMI is saying it's not valid for this. It's not for east, it's for west. West. So you know how to get an IMI now. You go here, you like as if you are creating a new instance, launch instance. So you come here. These are the IMI. This is where you copy. This is the area where we are launching, and this is US West 2. So I copy this IMI here. Copy the entirety. Control C. And come here and paste it here. So it's what I pasted here. So it's US West 2 and West 1, 2. Now it's telling you my access code. I need to put a code, the key pair. This key pair, I already created it. So I've already downloaded it. Let me just copy it and put it here. Good. So I've created and I put it here. So, and I'm saying use this key pair. So it will not require it because I'm not going to log in from here. So everything will work now because the IMI must be the same location. So let's come here. I'll say apply. So most times when you run plan, it tell you everything is okay, but it does not mean that it will work. You always say that your code is correct, but you will not go to your system and look at the parameters and see if what you are saying is in that infrastructure. To go and scan the infrastructure and come back to tell you, oh, this is here, this is not there. Like what he did, I went to the AMI, which is a Amazon machine image, and scan through that particular region and see if there's any AMI there. So you see that the AMI does not correlate with either of them. So he flagged it. So now you can see they are all creating. Shows that the AMI is there, the TC2 is there, the key pair is also there. So I didn't use subnet because it's just in regular. This is the easiest way to create an instance, EC2 instance. So if you come here, you see that our instance is up and running. Our instance is up and running for. See, That is, for instance, that is just created now. So if I want to destroy it, it's simple. So it said 4 resources created, nothing to destroy. Everything is up point. So here's the 4 resources. So if I want to destroy it, instead of coming here to delete or navigate, you see the time it took us. The only issue, the advantage of this thing is that if I want to destroy, just for me to say Terraform destroy. Then we also go and scan through. We destroy all the infrastructure. We first of all refresh, then after refreshing, destroy. Let's see. They're running now, but before 20 minutes or 10 minutes, it's not up to 10 minutes. Let's say maximum of 3 to 4 minutes is destroyed. The command will soon get here. Yes. We can't. It's not compulsory. You must keep typing yes and no. There are some. There's a code you just use like auto approve to automatically destroy. But just we have to start from the scratch. That's why I'm using yes and no. So we'll get to a point whereby we're going to write yes or no. Just put it and go and rest. See, as simple. See, everything has been destroyed. So you see, if I want to increase the Terraform, I just put 10 here between the same thing to apply to destroy. Just as simple as this. So we're going to be talking a bit more of this. So as this like infrastructure as a code. So you see everything has been destroyed. 4 destroyed. That's all. So if I want to launch it again, from here I can say um, 7, say 10, 14, 15. If I say 15, I just come here and Terraform apply. Instead of writing yes or no, you just say auto approve. So I'll ask it. No need to plan again because I already know it will run. I only just increase the number from 4 to 15. So it's going to be 15 instances that will be launched at once. So you can see, instead of coming here to be clicking, deleting from there, you can just run and off from there. Just, you don't, it's not a compulsory you log in. Yeah, because you can, there's a way you can declare an output there. Whatever thing you need from here, you can declare it from that place. We show you all the output. That's all. So you can see they are all launching. To launch is 15. To create the 15. I can pre-configure the 15 from there. So to create the 15. As far you are still using this repository, I'm still using this place, I'm still using this Terraform file. As far as this file is still at this location, anything you create, as far as this file has, we have about 4 files which I must introduce to us here. We have the Terraform provider. This one talks about the file, the AWS. Then we have the log Terraform bug ACL. This one prevents you from mistakenly committing or Terraform into GitHub. You know, because this this key, this access key, security key, I'm just using this because, you know, I'm going to change it, I'm going to delete it. So that's why you're just watching. After this class, I'll delete, I'll change it automatically. Understand? Oh, because so this is it. This is the stuff. So I can look at this. There's another one, another file, another file here, which you must also take note of. Is the state file. This one will not display. This is the other file. This is the state file. This state file tells you, it has the history of everything that you are doing, everything you've created, we have it. So this state file is very important. With this state file, you can track how many resources that is already there and how many resources is going to leave. So that's why you have to keep the state file safe. It's like the engine, like the log. So it has created the 15. You come here, you see 15 has been launched at once without stress. So if I want to so if you want to destroy it, just come here. Let's say Terraform destroy. So I'm writing yes or no, just put auto slash approve. Single dash. Should do this to destroy everything. Instead of every time you want to launch, you go to click and click and click. So with one single file, you can just be, and even after I said apply and I say apply again, no, it will not work. You understand me? It cannot create more than 15 instances. That's one advantage of Terraform. If I say destroy and I say destroy again, it cannot destroy more than these resources. So it will only destroy the number of instances that is being launched, and the number of instances that have been created will only apply only that. So if I say apply 15, I say apply 15 times, it will only apply only 15. Understand? If I say destroy 15 times, even though we have more than 15 resources, it will only destroy the resources that this file created. So those are the little interesting thing about Terraform. So we're going to be doing more. The way we also do IIS as we're also going to be creating more, deleting more. Then we'll go granular, create VPC, create security group. No, this one is using VPC, is using security group, it's just using the default something that is already in the system. So what we're going to do, we're going to create another one where we have to create everything, including the route table, everything the way we did in our former class when we were doing IAM. So IAS. So that's just it for today. I believe you're able to enjoy and learn something this time. So if you see this video, you have any question to ask, please feel free to ask. This class is not supposed to take longer time. You come here now, refresh this. Everything has been destroyed. It is destroyed. So you are going one after the other. So that's it. So let's have class. We'll do more class. And so I was saying the resources is almost destroyed. So it takes sometimes 2 minutes, sometimes 3 minutes, depends, sometimes 30 seconds. So that's just it. So refresh. Everything has fully been destroyed. So I want to thank you for attending the class. And thank you again. So I'll see you next week. My name is Patrick Osatwame Aigbogun for Cloud Training for Enthusiasts. See you soon. Bye-bye.